cauliflower rice, and 10 ounces of Beyond steak.
It's beyond me.
Yeah, we're currently listing all the ingredients of some Paid's protein bowl.
I eat steak.
Great content.
Oh, some cow.
Is it great content? I just said right before we went live. I just said I don't. B said you eating? I said yeah. The Joker's making a habit of starting to eat at 8 o'clock every Friday night now. It's been like 3 weeks in a row, and we're supposed to. What's the word you use that people like the sound and stuff like that?
Oh,
AMSR.
Yeah,
AMSR, the acronym. Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I haven't. After 3 weeks straight, I ain't bought into it yet.
No, you have to have a certain. I don't want to say mental acuity for it, but it is what it is.
That makes me miss when you used to eat popcorn, though, Tate. Now that we're talking about it.
What about it?
I miss those days when you would forget to mute your mic every once in a while and just start eating popcorn. This was a good old thing.
A thing. I don't know what happened.
You know, fist in his mouth.
Yo.
What did that guy just say?
You used to put your whole fist in your mouth, full of popcorn.
Yeah, I grab a handful of popcorn. Yeah, that's not. Is that how you do it? Like when you go to the movie, you get a bucket of popcorn. You eat like one kernel at a time.
I don't waste my money on movie popcorn.
Yeah, I don't either. But I'm trying to see whenever you eat popcorn,
and I get like 3-4 pieces at a time. Boop.
Oh,
I don't do the paw to the face.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I call the fist. I take the whole fist.
When I'm at home, I would sneak in some popcorn from outside, and they come in a bag just like when you're eating chips.
Just like what?
Don't get your hands dirty. Just you turn the bag upside down, and you eat it like that. You don't put your hands, and you don't get your hands dirty. That's how you do it.
Oh.
COVID.
I miss COVID traffic.
I miss COVID prices.
Ooh, yeah, that'll happen too. Fine.
Yeah, I also miss COVID space. People spreading out. I miss
back
that.
Up off me.
Yeah, get up off me. I don't miss the bad news from COVID. I don't miss that. The daily updates of unfortunates. Rest in peace. don't want to miss that. Don't want to brush past that.
Yeah, man. Old COVID.
Stay with Janie.
Old pandemic.
Is that a No Diddy shirt?
I was waiting for somebody to notice.
Yeah, so
I like it. It's the official No Diddy shirt. I like it.
Hey man, Diddy's off in the Fed camp, man, getting it in, dancing, look like he running the yard out there, man. What are you shaking your head about, Pay?
The imagery. It's when you talk about Diddy and all the news that came out today, internet is in flames. I'm just gonna say that the internet is going to hell. Shout out to Dick Cheney.
Hey man, I don't know what you're talking about. What came out today, as far as breaking news or anything, but the internet's been going to hell though.
Bro,
that's not like new.
Closet.
What'd you say?
Nothing. Go on. Keep on moving past. Don't need to do that.
No, we were talking. So B, you might understand a bit more. So I'm at home earlier this afternoon, like late afternoon, 4:00, 4:30. My cousin's up in New Jersey, man. My cousin Pierce, the one that's Will Smith's hairstylist. Mm-hmm. And he recently picked up Denzel Washington too as a client, so he travels with Denzel too. But he's working on a movie up in New Jersey. Called me up like, yeah, man, I'll be down tomorrow. Meet me out for dinner, 6:15 tomorrow evening. So I haven't seen him in a year and a half, 2 years. I'm expected to do it, right? He's close. He lives out in California, but he's on this coast. But like, I don't know if I really want to do it, man. Like Ohio State plays at 7:30. It's short notice. It's at a fancy schmancy spot in Northwest DC. And yeah, man. I mean, I'm going to do it, but I'm dreading it already. Let's just say that. It's less than 24 hours and counting. I'm not looking forward to it. Can you relate as a guy approaching?
I do relate to the concept of short notice.
Short notice,
like
yeah.
Doing something, yada. But I'm down with the fancy smancy restaurant. So that swings it. It swings it for me.
Okay.
Have you eaten there before?
It's brand new. It's been open for about a week. A friend of his owns it.
Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm all the way
in. They have a restaurant in Toronto. I'm great.
How far of a drive is it from Pittsburgh? What's going on?
I'm great to tell you the name of it. It's called, you can look it up maybe. It's called Isola.
Post no bills.
What'd you say, Pay?
Post no bills.
Post no bills. I don't got to worry about that.
It comes down to this: who's picking up the check? That's what it comes down to, Tate.
Oh well, I asked him. I said, "Was this pricey thing? Like, I'm wondering, like, are you going to treat or something like that?" He said, well, "My friend owned the restaurant, but I can't say it's free, so I don't know if it means it's discounted." It don't look too bad. I mean, you get like a nice steak for like $65, $70, and I just sent you guys a website where you can look at it. Oh, have you?
I'm already looking at it.
You guys are such foodies, man. You guys should do a segment about restaurants and food on Pay Dirt, man.
Hey, you know what? That's good content, B. As soon as the football season's over, let's get it. Let's put these minds together. Let's get to work.
I like it. Lamb tartare.
Yeah, man. But let's get into the football of it all. Pay, can you shout out to folks in the live chat, and then we'll take a break, and we'll come back and talk about the games. The games this week. We got AFC North on AFC North crime. That's not where that phrase originated. It really originated in the wrong spot. But yeah, we got some AFC North on AFC North violence this week. Pay, shout out to folks in the live chat, if you would, sir. My young sir.
Big Pun, Claude Bishop, Mark Tobin, Tim Lyons, Afton, Gerald Abney. Who else is out here today? Hanging out with us on a Friday. Catherine Fareed, Craig Werlow. Shout out to everybody. Bigfoot, Bobby. Also, running through the jungle. What up, Doe?
Yeah, man. Craig, what up, man? You asked about MVS. I don't think MVS was elevated. Don't look like to the 53 this week. I mean, probably next week. I'm guessing then when we go into Soldier Field and probably try and get a W. That's kind of the game I've been looking forward to most this year. If you remember back in the preseason, me and Pay had big discussion about that. Probably me more than him because I was all in then. I mean, his Bears are 6-3, Steelers are 5-4. It's at Soldier Field. Aaron Rodgers coming back to his vacation home. But we'll get into that next week though. But fellas, let's take a quick break. After we take the break, I'll hit the intro, and after the intro, we'll get into the games this week, man. I got the score for the pick'ems. We're going to make our picks. First, we're going to talk about Steelers versus Bengals, and then Ravens versus Browns. Well, let's talk about Ravens versus Browns first, then do the Steelers versus Bengals, then B. Dirk and get in the driver's seat and take control with the picks, and we'll just go from there. So, all right, if you're watching on YouTube, stay with us. We're not going anywhere. If you listen on audio, we have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers. And we'll be right back after this. Stay with us, please.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
What's up, homie?
You can't handle the truth. Pay that man his money.
Never say never, but never.
Let's go.
Yo, what up, homie nation, Know It All Nation, watching the Steel Curtain Network, run through the jungle, frustrated Chicago sports fan. Wherever you checking us out at, thanks for tapping in. We certainly appreciate you. Please post your comments and thoughts during the show. We'll try and address them as we go along. We appreciate all of you that's with us. Pay shout out some of you. So what up, everybody? Fellas, got some different matchups this weekend. We're going to go through all of them. First one we'll talk about. Well, you guys got any comments about the game last night, the Patriots and the Jets? I mean, I'll just say what I thought. Man, did we dodge a bullet? I think Justin Fields is just bad because he's a Jets quarterback, right? I mean, I think he digressed because he's a Jets quarterback. Sam Darnold has gone away and flourished. Zach Wilson, he's a backup, so we haven't really got him to get his chance. But the Jets is like similar to the Browns where quarterbacks go to die, man. And Drake May, you guys think Drake May is a true MVP candidate? There was talk of that leading up to last night's game. I don't know this game last night they won was big enough to propel him any higher up than what he was before going in. But what do you guys think about anything I said in that game last night?
Here's my question about Justin Fields. How many times, how many teams do we have to see? Are there flashes of brilliance? Yes. Is he a great athlete with an outstanding arm? Yes. Do I think he's going to be a good quarterback at this point? I doubt it. I don't know if it's reading the progressions or controlling the offense. I don't know what exactly it is, but everywhere it seems there's an issue. And I think his best opportunity was with the Steelers. And who knows what would have happened if they wouldn't have played Russ when he got healthy. But, man, I don't know. I think we've seen what we're going to see from Fields. I don't think he's going to get a lot of chances to be the guy anymore going forward. I think he's going to end up being what people will a Jacoby Brissett kind of career if he wants that.
What about transition to a Taysom Hill type position?
I don't know. I mean, that's up to him, right?
Right, yeah, it has to be. I mean, you get on the field that way or you just be a backup. I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Pay? Even though drafted by Chicago, a lot of people in Chicago liked him as a person and a player in the locker room. But what do you think about him thus far or since he's gone?
No, a lot of people in Chicago love him. They were distraught when he got traded. And that's why it's taken so long for Caleb Williams to actually get the backing of all the Bear Nation because of how people feel about Justin Fields. I'm one of those people. I love Justin Fields. We actually let off balloons in the capital of Chicago, Sunday night in Chicago, Sunday night in Cottage Grove, when Justin Fields got traded. However, I'm watching that game last night on my phone while I'm recording the preview for the Bears-Minnesota game, and I'm sweating my parlay. I sent you all the parlay in the group chat, and as we talked on Pay Dirt, there's no worse feeling than not getting the easy win to start the parlay. You want to get that ball rolled. You want to start creating the avalanche the first game out. Good mojo going on the parlay. And I'm sweating watching Justin Fields struggle to get to 150 total yards. I don't trust him to get 180 passing, which was his line. No, and I said, no, I'm betting this down. Just give me 150 passing and rushing. It's on the other side of 7 minutes in the fourth quarter. And he's still got 122 total. He just has not progressed from his rookie season, if I'm being honest. His pocket awareness is terrible. The sacks he takes are brutal. We talked last week about the new quarterback in Chicago. Maybe he been the most elusive quarterback in the league.
I saw that you and Q talking about his ability to escape the pocket.
His ability to feel the pressure and get out of harm's way. Justin, for the athlete that he is and the strength that he has, he just does not see where the guys are coming. He does not have a good feel for being a quarterback. And I'm not saying he should be a Taysom Hill. I'm not saying he should transition into another skill position. I think quarterback is his position, but this is his last stop at being a starting quarterback in this league. He got backup quarterback money to play for the Jets. That was your cue to step it up. That was your cue to go to lock in, as the young kids are saying, and to ball out. But it just ain't happening for my dog. I wish him the best carrying the clipboard next season, but it's just not happening for him, man. Again, everybody gets a shot. He got more than enough, so you can't blame anybody else. A lot of people want to blame, well, the Bears didn't surround him with talent. The Bears didn't do him good. The Steelers did him dirty by putting Russ in the game after he started the season 5-2, something like that last year. I don't remember.
Justin Fields started 4-2 last year.
4-2. And then he's with the Jets, and as you called it, shitty organization. They're not doing him right. But that's three different opportunities. And it's just not clicking, man. And you can't blame everybody. The common denominator is him. I saw a stat. The worst passing per game numbers in the last 30 some odd years is what Justin Fields is putting up right now with the New York Jets. 133, I think, per game is what he's averaging. The previous worst before that was a few years ago with the Chicago Bears, which guess who the quarterback was?
Justin Fields, I'm going to say.
I'm sorry, bro. Numbers never lie.
Listen, on the other aspect of that, the Patriots, right? Drake May does look great. I think what a great hire Vrabel was. The organization seems to be going in the right way. But let me devil's advocate this statement with this. Had a decent win against the Buccaneers, 28-23 win there. Buccaneers had both their running backs injured, had wide receiver Mike Evans injured, had a lot of injuries, offensive line, and an oblique strain that seems to be really affecting Baker Mayfield. So that one I put a little bit of an asterisk with. And then the other team that they've played with a winning record is the Buffalo Bills. Well, excuse me. The other team they beat. They played the Patriots got beat by the Steelers. Let me just tell you some of the teams they've beaten here other than those two teams. They've beaten the Jets, the Falcons by 1 point, the Browns, the Titans, the Saints, the Panthers, the Dolphins, and got beat by the Raiders. Now, the rest of their season is the Bengals, the Giants, the Bills again, the Ravens, the Jets, and the Dolphins. So they play some. At the end of the season, they're going to have the easiest schedule in the NFL, bar none.
Right.
So I think
12
they're going to look. Yeah, they're going to look great. They're going to have great regular season numbers. Drake May's going to be in the running for, MVP. You're going to have Vrabel in the running for the coach of the year, and they're going to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs.
I can see that. Yeah, right. Right now, he looks a lot better. He's better than I thought. I thought we were going to, when they drafted him, I thought we were going to see Mitch Trubisky 2.0. I felt like they reached on another quarterback, same school as Mitch, North Carolina. A lot of characteristics you want from a QB1. You know what I mean? But he seems to be a guy, though. I give him that.
Yeah,
he hasn't. He's obviously he's the second year. He hasn't. He's just scratching the surface. But
what I really like about him is accuracy is good, mobility is good, but man, he knows when to throw the ball with touch. He knows when to throw the ball hard. Like he understands all the throws that need to be made and makes them in the appropriate times. He's not just out there slinging a fastball. You know what I mean? Which is a lot of young quarterbacks get into the habit of.
No, I agree. Right now, Matt Stafford's my MVP. Probably with Jonathan Taylor, Drake May second. But let's go ahead and talk about this game. Let's talk about the Browns and the Ravens. The Ravens are on a 3-game winning streak now. They're 1-5, now they're 4-5. So they're on a 3-game winning streak. Lamar's back. I think just winning is making them better. I mean, just that positive mojo in the room is making them better. I don't think they've really I don't think they look, even winning 3 in a row, I don't think they look like they looked last year with their 11 Pro Bowlers and all those things like that. But they're winning. They got a pretty easy schedule now, but only because they played all tough teams leading up to this 3-game streak they've had. But so they deserve it because they started out tough. But they go to Cleveland, play the Browns. The Browns are browning still, but it's a division game. Without giving your predictions right now, Pay, how do you see this game playing out?
There's a few key things the Ravens need to do to make sure they go ahead and continue the good mojo and win this game against their former what do you want to say? Landlords, the Cleveland, the municipality of Cleveland, Ohio. One, they got to maintain a defensive dominance and limit the scoring. I know not the hardest thing in the world to do when you're playing the Browns. You got to keep them under 20. Since week 5, the Ravens have held every team they played under 20. The Browns don't score over 20 much. I think they scored over 20 one time in the last 23 games. I think I heard that right. Something like that. Someone fact check that. But yeah, you gotta continue to limit them. They haven't scored over 20. They've scored over 21 once all this season. That's what I heard. You want to exploit their weak passing game. The Browns quarterback, Dylan Gabriel, he has a completion percentage at 53%, just like JJ McCarthy, who I will be seeing this weekend. He averages also 5.2 yards per attempt. Not very good. He netted I think his total was 118, 120 yards total yards passing last week. So you want to pick on that rookie quarterback. Baltimore's pass rush it ain't been great since they lost Matabuke. They've only got one sack last week. They did get to the quarterback quite often, but they haven't generated a lot of sacks all season. But ever since they made that trade, the Baltimore's defense has flipped the switch. Their secondary is holding opposing quarterbacks to a 67 rating. In the last 3 games, they've given up 1 touchdown. They've gotten 4 interceptions. They got to continue to do that easily. It should be easy when you're playing a quarterback like Dylan Gabriel and playing an offense like the Cleveland Browns. But Sundays, things get freaky on Sundays. On the other side of the ball, you want to continue this high-functioning offense. They've scored 27 points. They've put up 27 or more points in each of the last 3 games in this 3-game win streak. You want to continue with Lamar Jackson's efficiency since he's come back. He's continuing to lead the NFL in passer rating. I know before he went out, it was 130. I think it's down to like 128 or something like that. There's a 15-1 touchdown to interception ratio. You didn't mention him in your MVP ladder, but just leave a spot open. Leave some cookies out for Santa Claus. Well, you didn't mention Lamar Jackson in your MVP ladder.
Yeah, why would I? He didn't miss 4 games.
I said that's fine. Just leave some cookies out for Santa Claus just in case he stops by.
Hey man, it got to be like the NBA to get an award. You got to play 65 or 82 games. That's 4 of 17. I feel like is a greater percentage than
the NFL doesn't have
no, it doesn't
have a resting problem. Guys got to get out there and play. They got to earn that check. But like I said,
there's no management.
Just leave the bottom lock unlocked, just in case old Lamar want to stop by. But yeah, I don't think this should be the toughest test for the Ravens. But however, while saying that, the Browns have given the Ravens a little bit of trouble the last 2-3 seasons. So go ahead and handle business. I still think it should be a fairly easy game for the Ravens. You called it out. They got an easy schedule going out of stretch, and they can't afford any slip-ups. They got to get back into the swing of things.
Yeah. B Dirt, what are your thoughts? The Browns offense, why are they so bad? The Cliff Note version. You can go on forever about that one. Go ahead.
They don't have a quarterback. I think they found their next running back. Junkins looks like he's for real. Both those guys, for kids from Ohio State, look like they're a real deal right now. I would say this. I mean, you don't have a quarterback in your building, but the Browns play the AFC North tighter. I watched them jump off sides to give the Jets the win, and the Jets offensive lineman does the gritty right in the middle of the field. Hilarious. I watched the Cleveland Browns be atrocious when they play other teams, and then the AFC North comes and they keep it close. They keep it respectable. They play them hard. And I'm watching what I see on DraftKings. This line started as the Ravens being a 9.5-point favorite. Smart money came in today, dropped to 7.5. So the smart money in Vegas is seeing it the same way I am. It's going to be a tough matchup because the Cleveland Browns defense can play respectable. Can they run the ball against the Ravens well enough to keep it close and have a chance late? That'll be the key to me. I don't think the Ravens are going to be able to run the ball as effectively as they have the past couple games. With Derrick Henry, they've got him rolling. I like the Browns defense a little bit more. I think they'll be a little bit more stout with that. And I think that's going to be their key to the game. So, the weather shouldn't be too bad in Cleveland. Farther East Coast, we'll talk about this, I'm sure, when we do our pick'ems. Looks like it's going to get a little bit ugly, but shouldn't be too bad in Cleveland, Pittsburgh this week. So I expect Lamar Jackson here to be the difference maker and pull off the win. Maybe Zay Flowers having a nice game or one of those guys.
Okay. Well, let's jump right into the Bengals traveling to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Be there. You go ahead and go first with that one. What are your thoughts on this game? Without giving your prediction, we'll do it on the pay dirt portion of the show. But go ahead. What do you think about the matchup? You guys whoop Pittsburgh's behinds a few weeks, about a month ago.
Well, I don't know if I would say that. We scored a lot of points, give up a lot of points. And that's been the question mark with both these teams. We've seen a little bit where against Indianapolis, the Steelers caused 6 turnovers. I mean, to me, if you win the turnover battle by 5 or 6, you should probably win the game by more than 1 score.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers said that in his post-game press conference. We need to score 35 or 42 easy. He said that.
And here you go. Here's speaking of Aaron Rodgers, his demeanor on the field last week, I think, is the key to the game this week. Staring down, mean mugging teammates, yelling at people, little temper tantrums out there. If the Bengals, who are going to have most likely be without Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart, can somehow get Joseph Osai, Cedric Johnson looked pretty good last week, anybody blitzing, whatever, to get some pressure on Rodgers, get him a little bit uncomfortable off his spot and get a couple of holds early. That's, I think, their biggest hope, is to get that whole uncertainty and animosity growing and getting them trying to play from behind. That said, man, I like the over in this game more than I like the Bengals or the Steelers, if you want me to be honest with you. But the matchup is this. I mean, can the Steelers stop the Bengals wide receivers? I know they gave up over 100 yards rushing to Brown in the first matchup, but that's really because they were so concerned with the fact that Jamar Chase was kind of doing whatever he wanted. It was like the pass setting up the run, not vice versa. So I think it's going to be, the team that can get a couple stops wins.
Okay, yeah, no, from the Pittsburgh side, how I see it, we can't let Jamar Chase have the same game he had a few weeks ago. Can't have 16 catches. Jamar Chase is going to have a big game. He's the best receiver in the NFL. You're not going to stop him. Pittsburgh should know that. Like, we had AB for a 4 or 5 year stretch when he was the best receiver in the NFL. You can gear defenses toward him. You can double team him. You're not going to stop him. Just don't let him get 16 for 160 and 2 tuds and all that kind of stuff. I think the key to the game is the run game on both sides. I think the Steelers can't let Chase Brown get nowhere close to 100, hold him under 60, and you need to get Jaylen Warren and the Steelers running game going because you want to control the ball. I don't think we've had maybe one game out of 9, maybe one. I say maybe one that we won time of possession. We're not possessing the ball. Now, part of that is we get turnovers in a few of our wins, a lot of turnovers. So that kind of skews things, right? You're getting short fields, you're putting points on the board, but you're not necessarily driving the ball. So I think it's important to get the run game going, keep the defensive rested, keep Cincinnati off the field because you're not just going to stop them. They're not a team you're going to hold to 10 points, and don't let Jamar Chase just death by 1,000 cut you. If he hits you for a 40, 50-yarder, we live with that, right? But we're not going to let him get 16 catches and the best yak runs after catch receiver in the league, let him get going by getting little short passes and running through the middle of our defense. That we can't do. So to me, the key to the game is both run games for the Steelers. Get yours going, slow theirs down, minimize Jamar Chase, and kind of like minimize T. Higgins too. You're not going to stop them. They're the best wide receiver doing in the league. Get some pressure on Joe Flacco, which we didn't do last time. And I think the coverage scheme will be different. They can't do the same thing they did last time, whatever that was. A lot of off man coverage. Can't do that. You got to disrupt those guys. That's why you want to go get big cover corners. Granted, big play Darius Slay hasn't worked. He's a little older. JPJ is over there. Jalen Ramsey's at free safety this game, which I think is better than we cut Juan Thornhill, so he's gone, which is better. He played last time. So I think Jalen Ramsey is better at keeping the top on the defense and can just be more of a chess piece back there. So I think it looks different from a schematic pass coverage thing. I don't know what they're going to do. They just can't do what they did last time.
Yeah, the first game they tried to bracket Jamar Chase a lot with Ramsey being the main focal point. And they, at the end of the first half, the Bengals ran the same play 4 straight times. And the only one that was incomplete was because Jamar Chase juggled it while he was running out of bounds. If he wouldn't have done that, it would have been 4 straight completions.
Yeah,
they never did anything different with their coverage. They just stayed in the same thing.
Right. That's product of that off coverage And Joe Flacco being a veteran enough, smart enough quarterback, like you're gonna leave the best wide receiver, you're gonna play 8 yards off. I'm just gonna turn and throw it to him.
Yeah,
let him run with the ball.
If you're gonna give that to me, I'm gonna take that.
Flacco's smart enough to take that. So yeah, we gotta change that up. But we're gonna take our first break right now and then get to the picks. Got put up the score currently as we go into week 11, right? It was going to week 11. If you're watching on YouTube, don't go anywhere. You know how it goes. We'll be right back in just a bit. Listen to the audio platform. We have to hear a few words from our partners and advertisers, and we'll be right back after this on the Homies Friday night. Stay with us. We're right back.
You can't handle the truth.
And we're back on Friday night. B Dirt, man, I'm getting a little weary over here on the road, man. We'll give you the wheel, man, to the driver's seat. Go ahead and let's get into the pick 'em. What do you want me to do for me? Pull the scoreboard up first?
Yeah, so scoreboard up. Last week we had
We had a shitty week. Me and Pay did.
Yeah, a little 5-8 for both of you, and I kept just above the watermark at 7-6.
That's what you get for tailing, Tate. That's what you get for tailer.
What I do?
I said that's what you get for tailer. Get old 5-8.
So this is gonna be a close race right now. Yeah, 51%, 50%, and 48.5. Close race. Man. Still anybody's ball game. Just got to get anybody catches a heater here at the end of the year is going to win.
I agree. We can't. Nobody can get any real separation.
Yeah. So I think this is our first game in Madrid. Is what we're going to start off with, if I'm not mistaken. Correct.
Correct.
All right. We got Pay. We'll let you kick it off here. We got the Commies at the Dolphins. Commies plus 2.5 over under 47.5. Pay, who you got?
I got the Fins to cover the 2.5. I like them to win by a tutty. The only thing that gives me pause, I'm blanking on the Commanders head coach. His name. He's taking over play calling. Dan Quinn is taking over play calling duties for the defense. Maybe trying to be like Man Campbell. Shake some things up. When you see things like that, kind of give maybe it's a lot of times than not it gives a team a spark. Not super confident. I mean, I'm not all the way in on this one, but I'm gonna take the Fans to cover. It looked like they found something as beating their arch nemesis last week. So yeah, give me Dolphins touchdown.
All right, Tate. You got the Commies plus 2.5 for the Dolphins in this one.
Yeah, man. I can't fool with the Commanders, man. Even though I'm right out here in the DMV, man, everybody I see rocking a Commander Redskin gear and all that stuff, man. They're not as hype as they was a few months ago. But yeah, man, I gotta take the Dolphins, man. I mean, which is something I thought I'd never say 6 weeks ago. Especially when Jaden Daniels healthy and Washington looks bad, man. I mean, they didn't look good necessarily when Jaden Daniels was playing. I mean, so yeah, I'm going to take 2. I think they can score more points. I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think either team is really special. I think Mike McDaniel, Pay's nerd boy, but I mean, I don't know. I like Cliff Kingsbury too, who is the Commanders play caller. But for Heisman Trophy winners, though, give me Bryce Young over Marcus Mariota at this point. I can't believe I'm picking between those two either. But yeah, I got the Dolphins minus 2.5. Probably got them winning 24-17.
Man, I'm looking at this matchup, trying to look at players, and I think Tua's a little bit better than Mariota. I think the wide receiver is a little bit better for the Dolphins with McLaren out. I think that the running back is quite. I like H.N. a lot better than I do what they got over in the Commanders. To be honest with you, I look at the defense. Deron Payne suspended for this game. I kind of wash that front seven. Maybe give a slight edge because of Bobby Wagner. Dolphins are playing a little bit better in defensive backfield the past couple weeks. This is a tough one for me, but I'm going to take the Dolphins. If it was 3.5, I would take the Commanders because I think it's going to be a field goal game. But I see it the same way you guys do. I will take the Dolphins as well. Tate, we're going to throw the next game over to you. You got the Packers at the Giants. Giants +7, over under 42.5. Who you got?
Packers at the Giants. The Giants.
Jameis Winston. Yeah.
Giants are getting 7.
Yes, sir.
Man, I like Jameis to put points on the board, but we know Neighbors has been out. We know Scatterboo is out, but I read that they lost Slayton, who I think is their next best receiver. So
I thought it was one Dale that was going to be missed.
No, he's in. Slayton's out.
Yeah, Slayton's out, man. He had a couple good catches last week against the Bears. You saw that, Pay. Yeah, man. So they can't keep up. The Giants can't.
Thibodeau's out on defense.
No, yeah, that matters. Yeah, the Packers offense hasn't looked good, though, but I think this is the game they at least can put 20 on the board, man, 21, 24, and the Giants can't put more than 2 touchdowns up. So give me the Packers.
Listen, I don't know. Can at home, can Jameis Winston find lightning in a bottle? Or will he just turn it over too many times? I don't love the Packers offense.
Not at all. I'm with you.
And that was pun intended.
Jordan Love, I got you.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm gonna take the Packers. I'm gonna take the Packers. Plus, I know they're giving up 7. I wish it was 6.5, but I'll take the Packers. Pay, who you got in this one?
I don't love saying this, pun intended. I got the Packers to cover in the 7, and I'm not super confident about it. Not because I hate the Packers and I wish that Wisconsin would be deported to El Salvador, but just because every time the Packers have been favored by over 6.5 this season, they have a losing record. They have a losing record as far as covering this. All the dominoes are in favor of them handling their business against New York this week, but when you put faith in the Packers, they tend to give you that old backdoor. I don't want to say it. It's a family show. I'm not super confident, but I am going to roll with the Packers to cover the 7 this week.
All right, I have the Bucks +5.5 at Buffalo, over under 46.5. Listen, the Bucks are still banged up. Running backs, both of them out. At least Bucky Irvin, they're both banged up regardless. White and them. The oblique injury, I think, is not. I think it's more serious and affecting Baker Mayfield more than what we might know. The Bills here last week, terrible week for James Cook. This week, terrible weather in Buffalo. I expect this to be both big plays from James Cook, big plays from Josh Allen. I expect Josh Allen to use his legs here. I think the Buffalo Bills win this one by 8 and cover the spread here. Pay, who you got? Bucks +5.5 at the Bills.
I got the Bucks to cover. I'm not convinced with the Buffalo Bills. I have what they're putting out there on tape. They look a little lost. They got their doors blown off by Miami, and I came into the season saying Miami is going to be in the be a top 5 draft pick team. I thought Miami was terrible, and they dusted Buffalo. Like Buffalo had no answers. I something's wrong with Buffalo right now, but this and not only am I saying Buccaneers will cover, they maybe went out right. Close game.
Tate, tiebreaker. Who you got? Bucks plus 5.5 at the Bills.
Yeah, man. I was leaning the way that old Pay went, man. Before you talked, and you kind of put the weather forecast into it, man. You know what the weather's going to be like in Buffalo? I mean, a Florida team going up there. Is we get any precipitation, be it snow or rain? Do you know?
That's what I saw last time I looked, yes.
Okay. 5.5, though. Buffalo, only team Buffalo beat, and they're not good this year either. Playing well is Kansas City. Everybody else Buffalo beat is like nobody. It's a tough one to call, man, but I still think I'm going to side with Pay's prediction. I think Tampa can keep it under 6. They keep it under 6. I mean, that's what Baker does. Whether he brings you back for the win, it's a 1-score game, and as long as it's not 7, then Tampa covers. So I'm gonna take Tampa.
Backdoor Bucks.
Yeah, agreed.
Looks like the precipitation has moved to Saturday evening right now. Should be cold, around 40 on Sunday as a high.
Wait. Are we saying 40 degrees is cold now?
Yeah, if you're from Tampa Bay, it is, yes.
Well, they're not from Tampa. Well, you know.
The Bucks are, yeah.
Sidebar.
Pay, you got the Bengals plus 5.5 at the Steelers, over under 48.5. Who you got?
I like pick. You said the line is what now?
5.5. You're going to hear
Okay.
5.5 quite a bit. Bucks 5.5, Bengals 5.5, Titans 5.5. Yeah, kind of a little run of 5.5.
I like Pittsburgh to cover 5.5. I don't think, even though Tomlin might be shaking in his boots when he see Flacco, I don't think they get swept by the Bengals. Hey, they dropped their 1 already. I think they come back. Just that's how the nature of this thing goes. A lot of times, especially in this division. I'm not super confident in this. I do think this game could have a lot of back and forth type feel to it. But I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers to cover the 5.5 tonight.
All right. Tate, who you got?
Yeah, man. When I gave my assessment of the game when we were breaking down the AFC North matchups, key to the game again is smashing the Bengals run game. Chase Brown around his 48 to 52 yards a game he was averaging before they played the Steelers. Hold him to that. You hold Jonathan Taylor to 44 yards, should be able to hold Chase Brown to something around that number. Minimize Jamar Chase because you won't stop him. Just don't let him do what he did last time. And run the ball on offense. And I got the Steelers winning by a touchdown. I don't think the over gets there. I think the defense plays, but the defense didn't play bad last week. Yeah, man, give me the Steelers. And if I'm predicting the score, I'll say it'll be 23 to 14.
All right. To will something into being by the exercise of mental powers or through force of belief. I'm going to try and manifest this.
Nerd.
The Bengals win this game 27-24, and here's why. I'm going to tell you why. It has nothing to do with the matchups. It has nothing to do with the X's and O's. It has nothing to do with the Jimmies and Joes. I'm just trying to manifest in this to actual being so I can live in Pittsburgh as a Bengals fan and listen to 93.1 The Ticket, is it? I just want to listen to local radio.
You don't listen to 93.7 The Fan?
93.7 The Fan, that's what it is, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to listen to local radio here if the Bengals win this game because it's going to be complete Yinzer meltdown. trying to speak it into existence.
Vibes. I like that. Picking with the vibes.
That's it. Just vibing on this one. All right.
Hey, I do it all the time.
Tate, you got the wow, is this probably the game of the week? Texans at Tennessee Titans. Titans plus 5.5, over under 37.5.
Oh, that is the game of the week. That's a smoker. The Bum Phillips Bowl.
Lowest over under of the week. So no thank you.
That is that's what do you call PB football? That's the total that's the total that you will give them a barn burner. Defensive struggle.
What was over under?
37.5.
Oh. So
might
they're
take the over. Might
they're
take the under.
They're predicting like a 18-17 game.
There it is.
Octopus.
What a game.
But no, I guess it's Davis Mills again. Is CJ coming back?
Nope.
Okay, we had it. The Texans came back and beat Jacksonville last week, man. So I can't see picking the Titans, man. And what's the spread again? Tennessee minus what? Plus what?
Wow.
Tennessee's getting 5.5.
Yes, sir.
Damn, but it's hard to pick the Texans plus 5.5. I mean,
Texans
minus 5.5. I'm still gonna take the Texans though, man. I mean, I don't think Nick Chubb is playing. That CJ's not playing. This is an ugly game, like you said. But I'm gonna take the Texans just because I think they're the better team when healthy. So I'm gonna say they're the better team when hurt. So give me the Texans.
The Texans didn't deserve to win last week. I think they may end up winning this one, but you know what? I can see this being a 3 or 4 point game. I'm going to take the Titans here. Man.
Oh, you don't mean total 3 or 4. You mean like a 3 or 4 point win.
Yeah. Okay. 3 or 4 point spread. Pay, who you got? Tiebreaker. Texans at the Titans plus 5.5.
I agree with Tate, man. I'm not super confident about this, but I'm gonna have to lean to Houston because once again, in the words of Cam Ward, Titans are ass.
He said that about his own team.
Sure did. Sure did.
Oh, I think I heard you say that another week, but I didn't really pay attention. He said his own team is ass.
If we keeping it 100 right now, we ass.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game.
Come on, Cam.
So, speaking of ass, the Chargers are going to the Jags. The Jags plus 3, over under 43.5. Normally, I don't like taking the West Coast teams flying all the way across the country for the East Coast teams. But this has worked out well for me so far with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I took the 49ers there. I took the Seahawks there. And I'm going to take the Chargers here, laying the 3 points. Pay, who you got?
Yeah, I remember you saying that on Pay Dirt, and that was probably my only reservation I had with it. It's just that long travel. The Chargers are a better team than the Jacksonville Jaguars. I had Jacksonville being a good team early in the season. They have let me down royally since then. I got the Chargers to cover. By 7, I like them by a touchdown.
Tate, you got a clean sweep here. Or you taking the Jaguars?
Last time the Chargers went to Jacksonville, you know what happened?
No.
That was Justin Herbert going up 28-0 and losing the game in the playoffs 2 years ago. I think, man, both these guys, well, Justin Herbert's played a lot better. Ever since Harbaugh's got there, he's played a lot better. Both these guys reminded me of, I think even other people, especially with Trevor Lawrence coming out of Clemson. He had that one big game that made his career against Alabama, the national championship. Everybody was comparing him to Sunshine from Remember the Titans, the quarterback. That's a bad white boy, man. You know what I mean? With the long locked hair, and Justin Herbert the same way. They kind of coming out the draft, they reminded me of the same guy. But Justin Herbert has clearly outplayed Trevor Lawrence, except for that one playoff game when Trevor Lawrence was able to bring his team back from being down 28-0. I don't know if that was more on Justin Herbert
Coaching.
was coaching, probably so. Same way the Chargers lost big last year to the Texans in the playoffs. This isn't a playoff game, though. The Chargers, I believe, have a solid defense, and they commit to the run game. They commit to it. Like, they're not great at running, but Harbaugh just said, you know that, B. There, he's been your coach. He has that
They're
commitment.
not great at running the ball because they're on their third string tailback.
Yeah, but they rushed for 100 last week against Pittsburgh. That was just because of attrition, I think. Pittsburgh stopped them early. But they commit to it, though. I mean, if you look at their carries, they commit. Harbaugh is going to run the ball regardless of if it's hitting or not. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and make it a clean sweep, man. Give me the Chargers winning the game 27-20, something like that.
All right. Pay, you got the Bears +3 at the Vikings over under 48.5. Tell me why the Bears are going to win this game.
Yeah, the Bears are going to win this game because they're the effing Bears. But as far as this line goes, listen, there's an argument to be had for both teams of why they were covered at 3. 3 is a very tricky margin. The line is still 3, right?
3.
All right, so that's a very tricky margin. It can very well push. There's a possibility that Jonathan Grenard, their best pass rusher for the Minnesota Vikings, doesn't play. There's a possibility that Harrison Smith, their longtime defensive captain, doesn't play. I'm talking about the Vikings here. And J.J. McCarthy hurt his hand.
Got a bruised throwing hand.
And the media hasn't seen him throw the ball yet in practice all week. So there's a concern as well there. The Vikings rushing defense has been butt for the most of the season. Coming around to the Bears, their rushing offense has been pretty good the last 7 weeks. But the Bears defense is trash as well. Like I said, there's a good argument to be made on both sides. So with that being said, if this game is going to be close, I like Chicago to cover. Maybe win outright.
Ooh. Tate, what you say?
The game is in Minnesota, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I'm not convinced with J.J. McCarthy. Caleb Williams looking a lot better this season. Not that he looked really bad last year. You think we just got doing the shows we do. Pay does it Chicago, so not so much him, but we just get inundated with G's big trash. And I think right now with Jaden Daniel being hurt and not playing well when he did play, Caleb Williams is right where he needs to be, is probably the best quarterback out that draft. I mean, as it is right now. Jaden Daniels proved last year. Caleb Williams can have the same kind of season this year. Bo Nix has regressed. Another one of those dudes from last year's draft is not playing well. But it's in Minnesota. I like Penix. Yeah, no, not Penix didn't start to any. It's another one. Bo Nix. I said Nix. I know Nix. It's one more starter from last year. Maybe I'm thinking McCarthy too. He hasn't looked really good yet this year, and he was drafted. He was great. But yeah, man, I think I'm gonna take the Vikings. What they did to Detroit. Was it last week?
No, the Vikings. It was 2 weeks ago. The Vikings played Ravens last week.
Oh, that's right. And they look bad that game, man. I had Detroit in my head. That might change everything. Man, yeah, I'm just gonna roll with it. I think Justin Jefferson has a big game finally, man. Give me the Vikings to cover 3. They're giving 3, right? Because they're home team. Yeah, give me the Vikings.
I don't love this game, but
no, I didn't either.
But McCarthy with the bruised hand changes it a little bit for me. Aaron Jones doesn't seem like he's quite right for them. I really feel like if they had good quarterback play, I agree with you, Tate. This would be a breakout game for Justin Jefferson against this Bears defense. But I don't know, man. I might have to go with Pay on this one. I'm gonna take the Bears +3, but I don't like it. I don't love it. It is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't either. I just went with the best player on the field. That's all I did.
Yeah. Tate, here you go. Another barn burner of a game. We got the Panthers.
Why get all the shitty games first?
We got the Panthers +3.5 at the Falcons. Over under 41.5.
Man, the two teams I've been burnt by most this year are these are 2 of the 3 for sure.
For sure.
Panthers versus Falcons.
Me too.
And the other one I throw in there is the Bears. But man, the Falcons had the game won last week against the Colts and found a way to let them go down and score at the end of the game over there in London. Or no, that was in Germany, and give it away. I think this week and they got stomped 30-0 by Carolina in Carolina a few weeks ago. That doesn't happen again. It can't happen again. I mean, your competitive manhood can't let you get beat up on the playground one week in school, the next week you find the same dude. You get beat up like that again, you a chump. I don't think Atlanta's no chump. I think they inconsistent. I think they can go out there on the playground, have this fight, and look good enough to win this one. Give me the Falcons.
I hate both these teams that are costing me money all year. I'm taking the Falcons because they're at home. Pay. Panthers +3.5 to Falcons. Who you got?
I hate the Falcons more than I hate the Panthers. But I do hate this game. I hate this game with a passion, almost as much as I hate the Packers. With that said, Atlanta, I think I like Atlanta to win by a tutty. 6-7. 6-7. Atlanta covered 3.5.
All right. I have the what I think is the game of the week, honestly. Seahawks +3.5 at the Rams, over under 48.5. I think these are the two best teams right now playing in the NFC.
Oh, you might be right.
I think it's going to be a whale of a game. Pay, you know, I'm a sucker for the hook. Give me the Seahawks +3.5. Pay, who you got?
So this is one of the weaker games on the schedule, man. It sucks we got to talk about it.
That's sarcasm. Has
Right.
to be.
Would you could just pick this game and still talk about the Panthers at the Falcons if you'd like to.
Please no. please no. I'm not super confident. I'm not super confident in what I'm about to say because Seattle is a very good team on the road. They've won like 9 or 10 games in a row on the road. Give me the Rams to cover 3.5. I think the Rams can mess around and win by tutty.
Definitely could. They got the firepower. Tate, who you got here? Tiebreaker. Seahawks +3.5 at the Rams.
Man, give me who I said is the current MVP. I think you get a good coach in mind, head coach, versus a great defensive mind head coach, a great offensive minded head coach in Sean McVay versus a great defensive minded head coach in Mike McDonald. So it's strength on strength for both teams, right? I mean, Seattle's defense, I think the difference is the QBs, man. I got to take Stafford over Darnold. I mean, Darnold's playing well. Darnold's having his we had a resurrection season last year, but in the big game, and I believe it was against LA. It wasn't even in LA, it was in Minnesota. He got sacked 9 times. It looked terrible. Give me Rams. Give me Sean McVay and Matt Stafford. I got the Rams to win this game 27-21.
All right. Let's go to Pay here. We got 49ers at the Cards. Cards +3 over under 48.5. Who you got?
Cardinals over. What was the line again? Say that one more time.
Cardinals +3 over under 48.5.
Give me the 49ers to win. I'd like them by 10.
All right. Tate, 49ers at the Cardinals. Cardinals +3 over under 48.5. Cardinals got to be up here in your top of your list of teams that you've hated this year, right?
I've actually picked the Cardinals a few times. I'm kind of 50-50 on them, but Marvin Harrison's not playing this week. They're down to their third running back. Trey McBride is eating. Is Purdy back? I'm not. Harry was
Purdy's back.
Yeah, I picked him up in fantasy football. I dropped Justin Fields to pick up Purdy as a QB2. I don't know how what that's going to look like, but I'll gamble this week and see what it looks like.
Probably but worse, I'd say that.
Yeah, no, it can't be worse. We just talked about Fields for 4 minutes. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 49ers, man. I think McCaffrey gets loose and they have a decent game, should beat the Carolina Panthers. I mean the Arizona Cardinals. So yeah, I got the other team, whoever I just said.
49ers.
Christian McCaffrey's. Yeah.
49ers right here is one of my favorite plays of the week. I probably going to take them +3, may get real frisky, a +2.5 here. So we're going to get a clean sweep. We all like the 49ers. Ricky Pearsall is slated. He probably is going to make it back, I hear. Or is he questionable still? And then you got our boy Purdy coming back. And again, I hope you're right about CMC.
For fantasy purposes. Speaking of which, B Dirt's the number 2 team holding steady in our fantasy league all year, man.
Well, I took a little flyer on CMC.
You did, and it's paid off this year. Year before, it didn't.
Sure didn't. All right. We're going to throw it over to you, Tate. We got the Ravens at the Browns. Browns +7.5. Who you got?
I'm going to take the Browns, man, because they're getting – not to win, because they're getting 7.5. I think they can muck it up. They can slow it down. But you can run the ball on Baltimore. I think Quinshon Judkins can run the ball. And the defense, they always are ready to play Baltimore, give Baltimore a tough game. So, yeah, 7.5 is a bit much. I think the Ravens win, but the Browns keep it at a touchdown. I say it's 20-13. So I'll take the Browns.
Ooh, we're doing the standing desk here. All right, Tate's got the Browns. I got the Ravens. I think the Ravens win this one by 14. I mean, just because it's the Browns. No real analytical reason. Hey, Ravens at the Browns. Browns +7.5. Who you got?
7.5 is a big number, especially for a division game. Like you said, Tate, the Browns do have the ability to muck it up. They do have a very competent defense, rather. However, like I said earlier, they can't score 20. Well, 21.
But that's why I said 20-13. Yeah, okay.
With that, and on the 3-game winning streak for the Ravens, their basement is 27. So if they just play their basement game, they cover. And that's what I'm going to roll with. Give me Baltimore 7.5.
All right. I start off here with the Chiefs at the Broncos. Broncos +3.5, over under 44.5. Broncos not looking great. J.K. Dobbins out again. Their offense has been a little bit sluggish. It's basically, can they get the offense going enough to stick with the Chiefs? I say no. I take the Chiefs here by 7. Pay, who you got? Chiefs at the Broncos. Broncos +3.5, over under 44.5.
No waffling on this one for me. I'm confident. Chiefs cover the 3.5.
All right. Tate, do we have a clean sweep?
Over for Denver.
Or are you taking the Broncos?
Never take the Broncos, man. Clean sweep. The Chiefs are playing for their – if they lose to the Broncos go 9-2, the Chiefs go 5-5. Broncos don't have a chance coming back when they're in third place. Right now, the Chiefs or the Bills wouldn't be in the playoffs if it started this weekend. So Chiefs got to win. Mahomes is going to outdo Bo Nix. I got the Chiefs.
My table started to
Winning
rise
big.
a little bit when you said that.
I'm sorry?
Say my table started to rise a little bit when you said that.
Okay. Not sure why your table's rising and you're sitting under the table, but go ahead.
He's going to put it together pretty soon. All right, Pay, we're going to go to you. We got a great game on Sunday night. Might keep me up past my bedtime. Lions plus 2.5 at the Eagles. Over under 46.5. Pay, who you got?
I love Detroit as a 2.5 underdog in this game. This is a great game for bettors. This game is going to be close. This game is going to be close. No matter who wins, it won't be a blowout. I'm very confident saying that is my lock for today. This game is going to be a close game. Lions cover the 2.5.
All right. Tate, Lions plus 2.5 at the Eagles. Who you got?
I mean, if they win close games. I'm taking the Eagles, man. I mean, that cover would have been good last week against the Packers. It was only a 10-7 win, but a 3-point win. I think the Eagles be able to run the ball. I don't think Jalen Hurts takes a lot of sacks from Hutchinson and crew. And the fact that it's in Philly, I mean, you could be looking at if you said the Rams and the Seahawks are the best two teams in the NFC, these are the second two best teams in the NFC. But I'm going to take the Eagles on Sunday Night Football, man, to go ahead and win that game 21-17.
The biggest difference between the Eagles covering 3 against the Packers last week and playing the Lions this week is the Lions are going to score more than 7 points. I bet the house on that one. Right. I got the Lions here too. I think the Eagles, in order to keep up here, would have to either run the ball to Saquon over 20 times, which for some reason they seem unwilling to do, or they would have to throw the ball to A.J. Brown, which they, again, seem unwilling to do. I don't understand this offense whatsoever. I'm taking the Lions. All right.
Because it's the third or fourth year in a row with a different offensive coordinator could be a lot to do with it.
Tate, we're going to finish it up with you. This is the clear-cut game of the week. The Cowboys at the Raiders. Raiders plus 3.5. You got all the good games this week, Tate. 50.5 is the over-under. Who you got here?
You gave me the Titans versus the Texans. You gave me – what's the other bad one you gave me to start out?
Well, here we just count how many. It goes Titans, Texas, so we go 1, 2, 3. Panthers, Falcons?
Stop giving it to them, B.
Yeah, Ravens and Browns. Cowboys and Raiders. This is good ones.
But I mean, this as far as brands go, this is a big brand game. So, iconic NFL franchises and stuff like that, to see those helmets and those uniforms and logos against each other, it's big like that. It's got Vegas written all over it, like a big name fight in Vegas, but the boxers are past their primes.
Yeah, but watching this could be about as much fun as eating brand.
Well, I got a lot of fantasy implications, so I'll be watching it. And I got Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, George Pickens, and Cowboys kicker. So I got a lot going into Monday night as far as fantasy football. But
Ashton Genty's going to have a big day for you.
So you think Dallas with the bye week and picking up Quinn Williams and Logan Wilson and be having a week to get implemented, they're not going to make a difference? Wow. All right. I was going to take the Cowboys anyway, but I hope it's a shootout. But I got the Cowboys win. The Cowboys are giving 3. You said 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, the Cowboys scored too much. They win 30-34 to 27-24, something like that.
Yeah, I take the over in this game. Being forced to take one of the two teams sucks, but I'll take the Cowboys. Hey, who you got?
Dallas covers 3.5.
And that's a clean sweep. And that is all the picks for this evening. Tim Lyons, he knows what's up. Wilson can't tackle.
Wilson can't tackle. Okay.
Neither can any of the linebackers that are still left at the Bengals, but who cares?
Yeah, Carl's right. Tyson versus Jones. But that was like not even that fight. Like when Pacquiao finally fought, who Pacquiao finally fought? Mayweather, way past his prime. Should have happened 7 years earlier. But yeah, Roy Jones and Tyson was like, that was an exhibition bout. I don't expect a lot from that, you know. But yeah, that's a good score, Mr. Wood. That's about what I got it. What'd you say, Pay?
They're all exhibitions.
No, but like you're not like they're using a catch weight and like heavier gloves. They don't want nobody knocked out. I mean, come on, man. That's like the Jake Paul fights, you know.
Well, I thought that's what we were talking about, Jake Paul fights. You know.
Oh no, I'm talking about like legitimate fights that don't happen at the right time. You know, like the Cowboys versus the Raiders in the 90s could have been good. In the 70s would have been good. You know what I mean? But man, we about to get out of here. We thank everybody for tapping in with us on another Friday night. Could have been anywhere, but you were here hanging out with the homies. We certainly appreciate it. Be Dirt. You got anybody you want to do dirty? Pay? You got anything you want to say with your chest? Or you got anything left to say before we get out of here?
Man, I had a whole bunch.
I've been waiting on this B.
I'm not doing it. I'm gonna leave the negativity go this week because I got something I want to talk about. I was real feisty the other night. I could have done about 5 people dirty the other night, but I'm gonna say this. If you could stay up, if you can muster late night on Saturday,
wow,
UFC got some monsters fighting at Madison Square Garden. I love Islam in the main event, but the match that I'm looking forward to the most is the 2 young ladies in the co-main event, Valentina Shevchenko, who's been one of my favorites for a long time, versus Weili Zhang. She is the Chinese girl that looks like she could play middle linebacker for the Bengals if she wasn't 5'3". But she's a beast. That fight is going to be killer. But I mean, this one all down the card is good. All the prelims are good. So if you get some time, check them out.
How late you guys stay up?
Well, you can start watching as early as 6 o'clock. The good prelims start at 8, and then the main event starts at 10. Normally gets over around give or take 1 a.m.
Oh, sleep.
So,
Pay, you got anything?
Yeah, man.
Dirty be dirt, but thanks for letting us know about the fights.
Yeah, man. So most of the country had a cold spell snap early in the week, and I got stuck in Chicago because government was shut down and it was too cold and flights got canceled. So I had to bear down in that 20-degree weather, and I wasn't happy about it. I ended up having to go into the office, had to commute downtown Chicago. It's 24 degrees, and I see dudes outside in underwear jogging. Let me tell you something about these people who jog when it's freezing outside. Who the hell do you think you are? You're not better than me. You're not better than everybody else. Get that smug attitude out of here. What do you think you're trying to win the working out championship? Put a shirt on, dork. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Was kind of cool. My sister went back to work yesterday because the government reopened. But yeah, I got nothing to say, man. I'll be up for the fight, B Dirk, because remember I'll be going to that dinner and I'll be getting home late trying to catch the tail end of the Ohio State game. But I'm up late anyway, man. I'm up all hours of the night, and you know I kind of nap all the old guy stuff. Pay don't surprise you. Don't got
hell yeah.
You do well. It's cool.
And by the way, if you see me running, go the same direction quickly. Something bad's coming from the other direction.
Right. Hey, man, I had a homie back in the day, man. mean, still my homie, not young like back in the day. It was like some shooting was going on. We left a club one night. You remember the spot down there, B Dirt, right down across from QB downtown? Was it the Roxy?
The Roxy, baby.
The Roxy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was on that parking lot on the side by the big Bank One building.
Yeah.
Some shooting going on over there. We was in the parking lot on the other side, going down towards Market Street. And he running to see what's going on. He's about 4 or 5 years younger than us. Running to go see what happened. Like, no, his name's Q. No, Q, you don't run 2 gunshots, man. You run away from gunshots. What are you doing? So, yeah, that was probably about, 20, 25 years ago. That was funny, though. You made me think of that. But, yeah, run. If you see me running away, go the way I'm going.
Go that way quickly.
Right. Definitely. But, man, with that being said, fellas, great show. Thanks
and
for
if you got a
in.
car, pick me up on the way that way.
And the only thing I want to finish with is we got a special guest this weekend on the Know-It-Alls. We got Tyler Campbell. Tyson Campbell was actor. Earl Campbell, son of Earl Campbell, played football, has battled multiple sclerosis, overcame that. The inspirational speaker, author of a book, has his own podcast, I believe on the ESPN network and stuff. He'll be joining us on Sunday, so check that out. We'll still have right after that, we'll have our 60-minute Fast and Furious NFL rundown. We'll talk about the games that day leading up to the Eagles-Lions. And tomorrow morning, check out the Jag 2G, myself, my homies Rory and Steven. We got a special guest, homie Glenn from the Field Goal Spot podcast for the Focus Driven Athlete. We're going to talk about sports and business and influence and athletes getting involved in, putting their voice to things and stuff like that, whether it's voting rights, different rights, all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that in the morning for about 45 minutes. So tap in, be part of the discussion. We check you guys out. Thanks everybody for tapping in. We certainly appreciate it. Claude, thanks, man. Great show.
Oh, thanks for the super chat.
Claude said, okay, well, let's go back and get it. I didn't see it, Claude.
Says
B Dirt usually catches it. Oh, there. So, Claude, we was acknowledging your comment, but now we acknowledge. Thanks for the $2, Claude. We certainly appreciate you, man. You know we do.
Oh, even though it says Tate, you owe me $2.
Well, that's why I didn't put up his super chat. There it is, though.
See, better late than never, Claude.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. I really didn't see it, though, man. But, yeah. All right, man. Well, fellas, we out of here. You guys have a good weekend. Talk to you in the chat when you guys are talking about your parlays and all that stuff like that.
Oh, I got a juicy one I'm going to send you guys. Got a juicy one this week.
The one I sent the chat the other day, I got 40 people tailing it on DraftKings right now. Woo. Let's get paid.
All right, everybody. With that being said, man, for the homies on the Friday night, man, we out. Thanks for tapping in. Peace.
Let's go.
Mamba out.
Y'all come back now. Here